Thanks, everyone, tuning in on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. We are about, I'd say, 5 minutes away from beginning our pregame show as the El Dorado and Carterville game just wrapped up. Carterville got the win 58-48. So me and Travis will talk to you here in about 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to Davenport Gymnasium on the campus of Harrisburg High School for the 2023 IHSA 2A Regional Semifinal between the Carmi White County Bulldogs and the Vienna Eagles. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black, Haley Wiegelman back at the WRUL studio, and Asher Penrod with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. The pregame show is driven by Rice Motors and Carmi. Take RiceMotors.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. So here we are, Travis. We've been waiting all week for this game. Carmi, a big 20-point win against Anna Jonesboro back on Saturday in the play-in game of the regional. But here we are. It's the real deal now. Here, it's win or go home, and Bulldogs have a very tough contest ahead against these Eagles.
Yeah, this team's 28-3, and they got two guys and get 30 points. It's going to be a very tough matchup for Carmi. Vienna is a well-coached basketball team. They go about the same way as in terms of depth. They go about 6 to 7 deep coming off the bench, but this is a good matchup for Carmi in terms of kind of play style. Carmi likes to get it up and down, but they also like to slow it up. Vienna just wants to get up and down and score as much as possible with the King and Treat combo.
Yeah, they score a lot of points. Defensively, they've only allowed 56 points per game this season. Vienna has. Throughout the year, they've scored over 2,400 points, so you can divide that by 31 to figure out how many points they've scored this year. It's been a lot, and there's no question Carmi has played better defense the second half of the year. They got to play some really good defense tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be the major key tonight for Carmi. It's defensive intensity early. Carmi comes out sometimes when they're ready to play defensively, and they run off a great half, and sometimes they don't come out to play. But if they don't come out to play tonight, it might be an early night for Carmi.
And again, Bulldogs are 26-5 on the year. They won the BDC. They went perfect, undefeated at home this season for the first time since 1986. The most wins at home in a single season in school history. But you're not playing at home, and Travis, you're playing at a gym that we're not really familiar with. Last time Carmi played in this gym was the regional final back in 2019. And granted, every basketball goal is 10 feet tall. Every court is the same distance, but it's a little bit different when you're playing at a court that you're not used to playing at. Rather, it's Fairfield, El Dorado, even your home court, and it might take Carmi some getting used to tonight.
Yeah, it's just that different atmosphere. You kind of understand where where the sound kind of turns up in this kind of arena. It's kind of packed in.
Yeah.
Kind of concave ceiling, with the big arch shape, and all the sound just comes in. It's going to be loud tonight. It's going to be intense, and you can just tell the atmosphere is just going to pick up, and Carmi's going to have to adjust to that, just to kind of how the rims are going to, the kind of bounces coming off the rims. But Carmi early on just needs to work the ball inside, and I think that will help them get that outside game going, which is really what when going to a new gym kind of affects, kind of understanding how shots come off the rim and what kind of touch you need around the rim.
The winner of this game will take on Carterville on Friday night in the regional championship as they got past El Dorado just before this game. 58-48 was the final score. It was a 3-point game at halftime. Lions built that lead up to 15 in the third quarter. El Dorado got back within 6 with about 90 seconds to go, but the Lions hang on to end El Dorado's season. And Travis, we could very well see a 2016 regional championship matchup, but again, Bulldogs got to get the win. Ty gets a very good Vienna team. We will continue the Rice Motors pregame show in 2 minutes. Back after this on 97.3 WRUL.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself with all your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
Welcome back to Harrisburg, getting set for the 2A regional semifinal between the Bulldogs of Carmi-White County and the Vienna Eagles. Bulldogs are 26-5 on the season. Vienna is 28-3 on the campaign. Vienna has only lost to 2 teams this season, one of those being Massac County, who beat them twice, then losing to Heron at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. And Travis, I think these 2 teams are very similar in the fact that if you look at Vienna's regular season schedule, outside of, I think, a big win against Carterville in the EHT, they don't really have one big win that really kind of stands out. You know, Carmi, a couple of impressive wins in the second half of the season against Mount Carmel and Lawrenceville. But if you look up and down their roster or their schedule, you know, a lot of games against smaller schools, especially in the BDC East. Not saying they're a good team or they're a bad team, because they're a great basketball team. But given, I don't think they've seen a team as good as Carmi at least in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, if you go up and down there, you see a lot of 1A schools, and then a lot of BDC West teams, smaller schools. I mean, there's still conference games, and I mean, wins are wins, but the quality of win also does matter. And I think that Heron game, or one of those Massac games, is probably the last time they faced a team as good as Carmi. And it's really going to show here how they come out early on and how they deal with Carmi's talent, because they haven't faced a team as talented as Carmi in a very long time.
Give some kind of idea of a common opponent. You know, the Bulldogs beat AJ back on Saturday, 60-40. Vienna beat AJ on a buzzer beater last month. But then again, you can only take scores and records for so much. Here in the postseason, records don't matter. Everybody is 0-0, or in this case, Carmi is 1-0 and Vienna is 0-0 in that case. But again, I think, Travis, like you said, Carmi's talent, I think it's going to be big for Carmi tonight, especially in the first half. They've had so much trouble this year in playing really a good first half, but 4 straight quarters of basketball. I think it's very key tonight to get either or Bryce Connor, Mitchell Edwards going early in the ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely important. You got to get one of them going early. You got to get one of them going early on the interior, because Vienna, they start, 5'10" is the shortest in their starting lineup. They go all the way up to 6'5", and they're normally about that 6'2" to 6'3" range with the other 3 guys who get to start. But they don't have a guy who's a true post player, a true space eater in the middle. Like, for instance, El Dorado's got Boston Bradley. McLeansboro or Hamilton County has Wyatt Hampson, guys like that, true post players who kind of lock down the interior with just their presence themselves on offense and on defense. And Vienna really doesn't have that. I mean, they got Buddy Clay, who comes off the bench, about 6'1", 6'2"-ish, but he's not, he's like their only true post player, but he's not a big defensive kind of shot blocker guy. And Bryce, Mitchell, they're too tall, 6'4", 6'5", and 6'6" guys who really score in the post. And I think early on in the game, if you can, take that advantage you're going to have down there, you're going to have that advantage inside that can open up the floor for, kick out threes, driving kick threes when they start to really swarm and rotate to those type of guys in the paint.
Put yourself in Kevin Wolf's shoes, Travis, because you're playing a Vienna team who has made 221 three-point shots this year. That is a school record, by the way. Owen Treat and Charlie King, you're going to hear their names a lot tonight. Well, they're fighting for the school record of most threes in one season. King has hit 63, Treat has hit 65. Travis, when defensively, when you're facing a team like this that just shoots the lights out, what do you do?
That is a good question, because all 5 starters can shoot the basketball on the court. I mean, Treat and King are their main 2 big guns. They're the number 1 options. Those guys can get you 30 just in the blink of an eye, but you really have to still account for those other guys. Early on in the game, we'll see how they go. They might start out just normal man. They might start switching some ball screens and just screens in general, because 1 through 5, Carmi can switch on this Vienna team, or they might go to a triangle and 2 and just hope they can keep one of them from going off, because that's what you have to do with this Vienna team. They're going to get their 15 points-ish, both of those guys. You just got to keep both of them from – you can't let both of them go for 30. If one goes for, 20, 25, you got to keep the other one to about 10 to 12. You can't let them both go off at once, and that's going to be Carmi's toughest defensive assignment, is try to hold them both in check, but if one gets going, you got to just not let the other one get going.
So they are about to announce the starting lineups for both squads. Bulldogs are with their regular starting 5. We'll get to those here in a second. For Vienna, they are going to start a couple of names that sound familiar from the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. And let me write those down here very quickly, then we'll get to them. We mentioned their two sharpshooters, Treat and King. Of course, those are going to be the two guys to watch for the Eagles, who are 28-3 on the year. And so we will introduce their starting five. Of course, Charlie King, he is a 6'5" senior, and he's every bit of 6'5", and he's going to play on the outside. Might go in a little bit, try to score into the basket, but his big thing is three-point shooting. Again, 63 three-point shots made by Charlie King this season, a 6'5" senior. Also, number 4, Tommy Holhubner. He is a 6'3" junior. As well as number 10, Dayton Nichols. He is a 6'2" junior. Mentioned Owen Treat. He's a 6'2" junior. And number 23, Caden Vaughn. He is a 6'1" senior. So, for Stephen Dreher and the Vienna Eagles, Charlie King, Tommy Holhubner, Dayton Nichols, Owen Treat, and Caden Vaughn is the starting five for the BDC West champions, Vienna Eagles. So I guess this is your Black Diamond Conference Championship game, I guess you could say. Yeah. Eagles won the West, Carmi won the
West
East.
Versus BDC East.
Yep. In this case, though, it is, your season on the line. You can add that to your pride, I guess you could say. Whoever wins this game moves on. But again, the winner will take on Carterville on Friday at 7 o'clock. Starters for the Carmi White County Bulldogs. Same starting five they've had all season long. Gavin Holloman, a 6' sophomore. Mitchell Edwards, a 6'6" sophomore. Bryce Connor, a 6'4" senior. Tyler Gomat, a 6'2" senior. And Landon Driscoll, a 6'3" junior. Holloman, Edwards, Connor, Gomat, and Driscoll, the starting five for Kevin Wolf and the 26-5 Carmi White County Bulldogs. Those 26 wins tied them for the second most in school history, behind that incredible 1999 team. They are currently tied with that great 87 team that went unbeaten all the way to the regional final. Good crowd on hand for both sides. And if you're maybe driving in your car pulling up here, hope you brought some good hiking shoes, because we parked about a 5-minute walk away. Granted, not complaining by any means, but when you play the second game, you kind of have some bad luck in terms of parking, getting into the gym early.
The whole crowd from the first game still there, and looking. You gotta have a map to find your way around here.
Huge crowd in the first game. Of course, for El Dorado fans, it was a short drive and not too far of a drive either for Carterville fans. But again, Carterville won that game 58-48, ended up being the final score. So the Eagles, their season comes to a close. That is El Dorado Eagles, and Carterville will move on to face the winner of this game Friday in this Harrisburg 2A Regional. The pregame show has been driven by Rice Millers and Carmi. Take ricemillers.com for a test drive now and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. I want to say a big thanks to Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Asher Penrod with us. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, and we are excited for this game, and we hope you are as well. This should be a fantastic ball game. Bulldogs 26-5, Vienna 28-3, and a semifinal in what I think is the most stacked regional in all of Illinois, at least in the southern bracket.
I mean, you got to think, normally you'll see maybe a regional championship game or a sectional, first round sectional when you see two teams with 25-plus wins match up.
Bulldogs in their road maroon uniforms will be going left to right here in the first half. Vienna in their home whites going right to left here in the first two quarters. Bryce Connor and Charlie King at midcourt. Connor wins the tip, but Vienna gets it off a tip. Right away they go to the basket and a layup for Dayton Nichols. Just like that, 2-0 Eagles.
And we talked about how quick Vienna wants to run their offense, and there's no quicker than that. One pass, a couple seconds off the clock for a layup.
2-0 Vienna, 7:43 to play in the first quarter. Bulldogs with their first possession. They go in the corner to Driscoll. Down the post to Connor. Triple team. Missed the shot. Rebound grabbed by Owen Treat. Eagles come the other way. Those of you that watched the game last Tuesday against Lawrenceville, a very similar offense we're going to see from Vienna. They're not going to hold the ball a lot. They shoot at will. They score a lot of points. They go in the post. This is Holhubner, guarded by Mitchell Edwards. Throws it up top. Treat has it, guarded by Landon Driscoll. Treat pulls up for three. Got it. Owen Treat from downtown, 5-0 Vienna. 50 seconds gone here in the first quarter. And right away, two possessions. You're seeing what this Vienna team is all about.
Offense, 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 breakneck pace.
Driscoll, top of the key. You can tell they want to go to Connor in the post. Edwards in the near corner. Now on the right top to Driscoll. Driscoll going to get a screen from Mitchell, going to his left, top of the circle. He's going to pull it for three at the top of the key. Can't hit it. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Driscoll. Second chance here for Carmi. Driscoll gets inside, puts up a shot, can't get it. Tip up, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Vienna. It will stay with Carmi. Travis, early on, you can tell with Vienna being in a man-to-man and not having too much size in the post, they've got Holhubner on Connor. Holhubner is listed at 6'3". Bulldogs trying to get the ball to Bryce in the post.
Yeah, and that's where the advantage is, right there in the post.
Edwards catch and shoot three, can't hit. And the rebound grab by Treat. He throws up ahead to Charlie King, but he threw it over his head, and the ball goes out of bounds, so it goes back to Carmi.
Yeah, and Carmi's going to have to keep their eyes up anytime on a missed shot because you'll see the ball going quick to the other end.
You know, I wouldn't imagine Carmi's offensive rebound stats to be too high tonight. I can imagine we'll see a lot of guys when shots go up run to the other end of the floor.
Well, if you notice on Driscoll's, excuse me, there we go, having trouble with it. On that three-point attempt, when he went to go rebound, there was 3 maroon shirts on the other end.
Gavin Holloman down low, missed the shot. Carmi has missed 3 attempts at the rim, and the rebound grab by Treat. Eagles come the other way. 5-0 Vienna. 6:12 to play here in the opening quarter. Treat on the right top now comes near side to Vaughn. He'll fire a 3 off the side of the rim. First Vienna miss. Vaughn got the offensive rebound, and a second chance here for the Eagles. Travis, Carmi's got to wake up.
Yeah, they have to. They got to continue the blocks out.
Shot from Nichols at the free throw line is good, and Kevin Wolf wants a timeout. Not the start you want if you're Carmi. 7-0 Vienna, 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. It's brought to you by Carmi Lumber. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmi, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
A rough start for Carmi as Vienna leads at 7-0 with 5:54 to play here in the first quarter. Carmi getting some good looks on the offensive end, but can't really score through contact down low. They've missed 3 shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and they're going to have to convert on those chances when they get them. Against this Vienna team, you got to keep pace with them on offense.
Landon Driscoll over on the near side to Gavin Holloman. He dribbles left on a Mitchell Edwards screen. They go pick and roll. Edwards double team down low, tries to put up a shot and able to draw the foul on the floor on the near block. So the first foul call in this game is going to go against Charlie King. That is his first. With 5:41 to play here in the opening quarter. Lob on the inbounds goes to Edwards, top of the key 3. Short, offensive rebound, Gomat. His putback no good. He tries to go back up and is able to draw a foul. 4th attempt right at the rim that Carmi has missed here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're struggling early on in the paint, and that's where they're going to have to make their living at, is in that paint. They have the size advantage in terms of strength down low, and they're just not seeming to convert through the contact they have down there.
First free throw for Tyler Goman is up and good. First point for Carmi in the game, 7-1. 5:35 to play here in the first quarter. Second free throw for Tyler Goman, the senior. Got them both. Carmi's on the board at 7-2. With 5:35 to play here in the first quarter. Bulldogs out in a man-to-man. I can't imagine we'll see much 1-3-1 from them tonight with the shooting abilities of Vienna. Treat off to Charlie King. He thought about a 3 now. Drives left against Connor. Left side they go to Nichols. Holhubner top of the key now in the far corner. High pass caught by Treat. Top of the key, King. King looks over the defense. Back over to Treat on the right side. Guarded there by Driscoll. He'll dribble back to his left near midcourt. We're at 5:09 to play here in the first quarter. 7-2 Vienna. Over in the far corner, it's King. Got free, but Connor recovers. King will now dribble to his left. You can see the Bulldogs wanting to switch a lot of the ball screens on the defensive end. Holhubner on a cutting Treat. Floater in the lane. Got it. Owen Treat has 5. Vienna's only missed 1 shot here in the first quarter.
And that's too easy of a look right there. A little miscommunication there on defense on that little curl screen. And leaving Owen Treat wide open. You're not going to get away with too many of those.
No. Inbounds pass was tipped away out of bounds. It will stay with Carmi as the Eagles are applying full court pressure As Bulldogs clear out, Driscoll gets it across the timeline, dumps it off to Holloman, who grips it away from Nichols. Now left side it goes to Driscoll. He'll drive inside. Driscoll's layup, good at the basket. Oh, and they call an offensive foul.
That was a very delayed offensive foul call right there.
After the basket had already went in, both teams almost nearly jogged the other end of the floor, and they call the offensive foul on Driscoll, and it takes the basket away. They originally had called the foul on number 10, but Connor Newell currently is not even in uniform. He's got an injured ankle, but they meant to call a foul on Driscoll. Ooh, don't love that call, I'll be honest, Travis.
I'm not a fan of it either, and they still have number 10 on the board for the foul, so maybe we get a free foul right there.
Well, and Vienna's going to turn the ball back over as Treat threw a behind-the-back pass into the backcourt, and so Carmi goes back the other way. Again, Bulldogs got to wake up. You can't really have a slow start against this team. Got to find something offensively.
Yeah, you got to keep pace with them offensively. I don't think this team's going to give up, a 10 to 15 point lead if they get one.
Driscoll across the timeline, guarded there by Nichols, goes to his left, backdoor pass goes to Connor with a right-handed flush. Maybe that will wake up the Bulldogs a little bit, 9-4. With 4:10 to play here in the first, Connor almost got a steal, but Owen Treat has it at midcourt. Now over on the right side of Charlie King. 4:04 to play here in the first, 9-4 Vienna. Over on the right top, Holhubner fakes the handoff now, drives it to right side against Edwards, almost lost it, loose ball into the basket. It's Nichols who comes up with it, and he draws a foul as Gomat went to block the shot. 2 free throws coming up for Dayton Nichols. Second foul against Carmi, first against Gomat, so 2 free throws coming up here for Nichols. Nichols has scored 4 points in this first quarter, make it 5 as he hits the free throw. He's got 5, Treat's got 5. 10-4, Vienna with the lead. 3:53 to play here in the first quarter. Second free throw for Nichols on the way. Got them both. Nichols with 6. Eagles back to the full court pressure. Holloman inbound, and then Driscoll over on the far side. Now back near side to Holloman. Gets it across half court. Lost it, turnover. It was tipped away. Eagles come the other way. Treat over on the right side. Near side to King. Catch and shoot 3 on the way, and it's good. That's what they can do. 14-4. The lead is up to 10 for Vienna, and Carmi turns it over.
And that's what Vienna does best. They can convert turnovers into points in the blink of an eye, and just cannot have unforced turnovers like Carmi's had the last 2 possessions.
This is exactly what you didn't want to happen. As Gavin Holloman comes out of the ballgame, Trey Dixon will check in. 3:33 to play here in the first quarter. A 10-point lead for the Eagles, 14-4. Treat here on the left top, guarded by Driscoll, shading him to his right. Now it's at the top of the circle to Nichols. Back left side to Treat, guarded by Driscoll. Jab step, dribbles to his right. Now it's King on the right top. Shot fake, now puts on the floor. Back up top to Treat. Met there by Landon Driscoll. He drives left, picks up his dribble. Pass over on the right side to King. He'll drive in, falls down the floor, loose ball. This is going to be a jump ball, I would assume, and it is with the arrow favoring Carmi. So the Bulldogs get a takeaway. Well, again, this is probably the most intense full court pressure Carmi has seen this season, and they haven't faced a lot of teams that do press. Trey Dixon inbound. Gets it in near side to Bryce Connor as the Bulldogs will clear out, and Connor will go one-on-one against Holhubner into the front court. Connor over on the near side, Dixon. Dixon get a screen from Edwards, now goes left top to Gomat. Now on the far side to Connor. Connor picking up with Gomat, not there. Connor drives inside, layup, no good. Rebound grab by Treat. As the Bulldogs miss again right at the rim. Treat at the other end, left side to Vaughn. Now in the near corner, back to King. Back left side to Treat. He'll direct traffic between the circles, goes back to Vaughn. 2:38 to play here in the first quarter. Vienna leading 14-4. Vaughn top of the key. Treat, catch and shoot 3. It's a long one, missed it. Offensive rebound, Holhubner, loose ball, and Driscoll able to take it away. Bulldogs catch a break.
Yeah, got a mismatch down there in the post with Hubner and Driscoll, and Carmi got it lucky on that offensive rebound attempt.
Connor far left top, 2:14 to play here in the first quarter. 14-4 Vienna. Dixon, top of the key, goes to Driscoll. Driscoll driving in with the left hand to the basket, got to the rim, had to throw it up as he lost his balance. No foul call, rebound grab by Holhubner. Driscoll might be shaken up. It leaves Treat open for three at the other end, and he hits it. Timeout, Carmi. It's a full timeout. Brought to you by Carmi Lumber. 17-4. Eagles up by 13. Back in 1 minute.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in El Dorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
All right, here we are back in Harrisburg as a nightmare start for the Bulldogs as Vienna leads it 17-4. 1:57 to play here in the first quarter. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio. Asher Penrod with us. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel, Bryce Connor into the front court, directing traffic now on the left top. Dribbles back to his right. Hands it off to Edwards. Near side, they go to Driscoll. He'll get a screen, picks up at the dribble. Now on the left side, goes to Edwards. Up top to Gomat. He wanted to go in the post to Trey Dixon, but the pass went off his hand and out of bounds. I think Gomat had the right idea, but him and Dixon were on the same page.
Yeah, threw that pass just a little too hard, and I don't think Trey was ready for it, particularly because he motioned him for the cut, and when Trey went to drop, he wasn't expecting the ball to be up that high.
90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. A 13-point Vienna lead. Charlie King gets left open, a rare miss, and Buddy Clay grabs the offensive rebound, then lost it out of bounds. It will stay with Vienna. I mean, Travis, against a team like this that shoots the lights out, when they miss one, you got to get the rebound.
Yeah, you have to. You cannot give them extra attempts. The turnovers and the offensive rebounds you cannot allow.
They lob it in. Treat, left side three on the way. Missed it. Long rebound comes in front of the Carmi bench and out of bounds. Last touch by Vienna as that was Mercado Constante who was taking the ball game during that break. So Vienna will keep the full court pressure on with 1:18 to play here in the first quarter. Carmi could really use a couple of baskets to end this quarter. Connor trying to get inside, off to Gomat, top of the key. He'll fire a three off the back of the rim. Rebound grab by Nichols. One pass and a three-point shot probably isn't ideal as that pass was tipped away by Driscoll out of bounds. It will stay with Vienna. 1:05 to play here in the first quarter. 17-4, Vienna with the lead. Constante bounce pass goes to Charlie King, and Bryce Connor picks up his first foul. You know, Travis, again, I don't think Carmi has really woken up in this game yet. Only one made field goal here in the first quarter.
Yeah, there's not much energy out there, and they're just kind of going through the motions on offense.
Gomat tips that pass away out of bounds. And a little bit wobbly after he did so, but Vienna will keep the ball with 59.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 17-4, Eagles with the lead in the ball. Again, the winner takes on Carterville in the regional final on Friday. Treat into the front court, guarded by Gavin Holloman. Trying to get past Holloman on the right side. Picks up his dribble. Now it's King, top of the key, near side Constante. Over on the right, top to Treat. Treat, guarded by Holloman. As he calls off a screen, now Buddy Clay will come and set one, but he calls it off as well. Vienna might hold for one shot here with 36 seconds. Never mind, as Charlie King's left open for a two-point shot. King's got 5. A lot of off-ball screening that Vienna is doing to get these guys open, Travis.
Yeah, and that's what they like to do on offense. They like to set a lot of screens for their shooters and get them going
Bryce
early.
Connor gets inside and lays it in. Bryce has 4. Just the second made field goal for Carmi in this game. Bryce has both of them. 19-6, final 12 seconds here in the first quarter. Constante, top of the key, goes to King. Bounce pass to Buddy Clay down low, working against Edwards. Clay turns, can't hit it. Rebound with Edwards, and they're going to get a jump ball call with 1.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Vienna will have it under their own basket. Cannot allow a shot here if you're Carmi.
Looks like it's going to be a quick little jumper.
They get it back to King at the buzzer. Missed it. And the first quarter comes to an end. All Vienna there in the first 8 minutes as Kevin Wolf shakes his head. We go to the second quarter. Eagles lead at 19-6. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in El Dorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi has over 500 eyeglass frames to choose from in stock. Also, a large selection of designer sunglass, non-prescription or prescription. Taylor Eye Care treats every patient like a member of their family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Call Taylor Eye Care at 618-382-4683 for your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
Start of the second quarter, it's Vienna leading the Bulldogs 19-6. Cole Carter and Travis Black with you. This is Bulldog basketball on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. Bulldogs in desperation mode already after 1 quarter of play as they trail by 13. Landon Driscoll with the basketball on the right top, going to his left. Now spins back off to his right, bounce pass in the post to Bryce Connor. Bryce puts it on the floor, goes to the rim. And they call the foul on the shot, so Bryce Connor will go to the free throw line for 2.
Good little design play to get Bryce in the post and get him to the free throw line.
Well, Travis, shooting stats there in the first quarter alone kind of tell the story of this game.
Yeah, Carmi shot 2 of 12, and Vienna shot 7 of 13, including 3 3-pointers.
First free throw for Connor is up and good. Bryce has 5. You can tell Bryce does not want this to be his last game.
No, he's giving it his all right now, and he's giving it on both ends of the court. He's having to chase Charlie King around 16 different screens, and he's fighting through all of them.
19-8, Vienna with the lead. 7:37 to play here in the second quarter. As Treat goes left side, Hull-Hubner for 3, in and out. Rebound grab by Tyler Gomat. Still lots of basketball left, but Carmi's got to get something going. Bryce Connor, right top, pulls up for 3 off the side of the rim, and Holloman was there for the rebound, but he couldn't grab it. Now Vienna comes the other way. Vaughn to the front court. Now it's left side to Owen Treat. Treat going to drive left against Driscoll. Driscoll took it away. Carmi, a much better start here to the second quarter. As they go inside to Tyler Gomat, dumps it off to Edwards. Shot fake, gets Clay in the air, hit the shot and one. Chance for a 3-point play for Mitchell Edwards.
A good pass there by Gomat, drew 2, kicked it down to Mitchell, and Mitchell got him up in the air and played right through the contact.
Got to find a way to get number 5 going if Carmi's going to want to win this game. Edwards able to hit the free throw, give him 3. Bulldogs back within 8, 19-11. A good start here to the second quarter. Vaughn to the front court, guarded by Kevin Holloman. Constante over on the right side. Drives to his left. It's a bump from Gomat. Now it's Treat. The top of the key comes near side back to Vaughn. Vaughn dribbles to his right. Pick and pop with Hull-Hubner. He thought about a 3. Tries to drive inside. Gomat tried to poke the ball away and then get it back to Constante at the top of the key. 19-11, 6:39 to play here in the second quarter. Constante picks up his dribble. Edwards right there. Hull-Hubner to Clay in the post, guarded by Gomat. Clay tries to work around him and he drew the foul, so Buddy Clay will go to the free throw line for 2. Well, those of you that recall watching Vienna play in the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, Buddy Clay became a fan favorite. I think the hair has to do a lot with it, Travis.
No, I think so. There's very few. There's not many people that aren't very popular when they have the mop like that.
Clay able to hit the first free throw as Trey Dixon will check back in with Gomat picking up his second foul. And, of course, in a game like this, foul trouble means a lot as well. Makes it 20-11. Second free throw for Buddy Clay on the way. He missed that one. Rebound grab by Trey Dixon. 9-point Vienna lead, 20-11. 6:25 to play here in the second quarter. Now Vienna's gone to really a 2-3 half-court trap. Gavin Holloman near side, thought about a three, now drives inside, dumps it off to Trey Dixon, but Buddy Clay's going to commit a foul below the basket. Well, Travis, one thing you could tell for Carmi, despite the rough start, they're still wanting to get the ball inside.
Yeah, they're still sticking with the game plan, working it inside, use that advantage.
Driscoll to inbound, they get it into Connor. Corner three on the way from Bryce Connor, no good. And the rebound grab by Owen Street. Eagles sprint into the front court. Over on the far side, Holhubner catch and shoot three. Got it. They can't stay cold forever. First basket for Holhubner, lead back to 12 for the Eagles, 23-11. Driscoll comes near side to Holloman, over on the right top to Dixon. At the top of the circle, that pass tipped in the backcourt, but Driscoll able to corral it and gets it back into the front court. Bulldogs trail by 12, 5:45 to play here in the second quarter. Connor in the post to Edwards. One dribble, Mitchell goes up, able to draw the foul, and so Mitchell Edwards will go back to the free throw line. Carmi 0 for 6 from beyond the arc in this first half. And so Mitchell Edwards will shoot two. Mitchell on this season a 73% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 1 there tonight. First free throw on the way and good. Mitchell Edwards at the line. Well, one thing, Travis, you got to be aggressive when you get the basketball as well. It's one thing to want to score and to really want to win, but when you get the basketball, as Edwards hits both free throws, as much as you want to rely to shoot the three-point shot, you got to be aggressive when you get the ball.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the three-point is great. You get that extra point, but if they're not going in, they're the same as, they're the same as nothing, nada, the empty trip, same as a turnover.
Holhubner pull-up shot from the free throw line is no good. Good box out by Trey Dixon to get the rebound. Bulldogs come the other way. Driscoll, as the pass was tipped, up ahead to Dixon. Now in the near corner, Connor. He'll drive baseline against Clay, puts up a shot, no foul call. Rebound tipped, Holloman grabs the offensive board. Connor goes back to the rim. His layup no good a second time. Edwards there for the follow, and he puts it in. Edwards has 7. Carmi back within 7, 23-15.
Good second, third, and fourth efforts there by Carmi.
5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Treat in the corner now in the post to Clay. Floater up and good. Buddy Clay up against Mitchell Edwards. You mentioned true post players Carmi has seen. Clay, I would say a good 6'1", 6 foot, but I mean he's an offensive guard down there.
Yeah, he's a big guy down there. He heats up a lot of space, and if you let him seal you that deep, it's going to be trouble.
Shot fake from Edwards there in the far corner, and Holhubner runs into him, and so that's going to be the 6th foul on Vienna, and so one more will put, or correction, that was a 7th foul. So that means free throws for Carmi for the rest of the first half, and this is a good way to get back in the ball game, hit some free throws without killing the clock.
Yeah, this is going to be very important for Carmi to continue this hot shooting. They started from the free throw line 7 of their first 7. Knocking on wood right there.
And Edwards hit the first. So this game feels a lot like that game against Heron back in the beginning of the year, Travis. Shots weren't falling, but Carmi did a good job of getting at the free throw line. They stayed in that game before it got away in the fourth quarter. Have an opposite scale here where you've got to make a comeback, but you're still hitting your free throws as Edwards goes 2 for 2. 25-17, 4.5 to play here in the second quarter. Constante, top of the key, goes over on the right side to Owen Street, guarded there by Landon Driscoll. Now it's King at the free throw line. He drives inside, and he gets called for a travel. 6 turnovers for Vienna in this first half. Big possession here for Carmi. 25-17, 4:17 to play here in the second quarter. Driscoll picks up his dribble, now comes near side to Trey Dixon. Trey puts it on the floor in the near corner. It goes to Connor. Cross-court pass, Edwards open. Thought about a 3, now puts it on the floor. Hop step in the lane. Edwards missed the shot. Lots of contact. Kevin Wolf can't believe there was no foul call. Vienna comes the other way with Owen Street. Off to Clay down low. What a pass, and Clay lays it in. Great pass from Owen Street. Vienna back up by 10. 27-17, 3:45 to play here in the second. Carmi turns it over. It's Owen Street in front of the pack. Treat lays it in. Vienna by 12. So good at turning turnovers into points.
Yeah, they're probably the best team in Southern Illinois about turning turnovers into points, how quick they get to the other end.
Connor trying to get inside against Clay. No foul, and Connor hits the shot again against Clay. Bryce has 8 here in the first half. Bulldogs back within 10, 29-19. Constante on the right top, now near side Owen Treat. Treat looking to his left, guarded by Driscoll. 3:10 to play here in the second quarter. Vienna has led from the get-go. They go in the post to Charlie King. Back left side to Constante. Picks up his dribble. Back to King over on the left top. King over on the right side. Vaughn has it. As really for the first time tonight, Vienna has slowed things down on the offensive end. Treat left side. Driving against Driscoll. Now in the near corner goes back to Constante. Shot fake from Constante, puts it on the floor, trying to get around Dixon. Nice dump off pass to Clay. Shot blocked by Edwards, and Edwards able to get the rebound. Carmi come into the front court. Connor, he lost it. They turn it back over. King, 3-on-2 with Vienna. That pass was tipped, and Treat gets it. Cross-court pass back to Constante. He'll pull up at the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound Driscoll. Crazy sequence. Carmi catches a break.
Yeah, Carmi can't keep turning the ball over at this rate they are right now.
Driscoll into the front court, 29-19 Vienna, 2:13 to play in the second quarter. Gavin Holloman gets inside. Again, no foul call, and Gavin missed the shot. Eagles get the rebound. Treat driving with the right hand, pulls up a floater, left it short, rebound Edwards. Carmi doing a much better job at boxing out, getting rebounds here in the second quarter.
And they're stepping up on those little curl screens when King and Treat come off of it and getting a good contest up.
Edwards picks up his dribble. Now in the near corner, it goes to Holloman. Trey Dixon, free throw line jumper. Missed it. Rebound, grab by Vaughn, and Dixon fouled him from behind. First foul on Dixon, fifth against Carmi. And a sub into the game for Vienna as Joe Winterobe will check into the ball game. As also checking in was Dayton Nichols back into the game. 29-19, Vienna in front. 98 seconds to play here in the first half. Winterobe at the top of the circle goes to Vaughn. Vaughn puts it on the floor, right side. Winterobe dribbling back to his left. Guarded by Dixon, leaves it off now in the near corner. Top of the circle goes to Charlie King. King, crossover, guarded by Connor, trying to get around him. Now goes back to the right side of the key. King, top of the circle, Winterobe. Comes back near side. This is Vaughn. Shot fake from Vaughn at the free throw line. He goes to Charlie King. He puts up a shot inside at the back of the rim. Long rebound grabbed by Winterobe, who then dumps it off to Clay, who puts it up and in. His inside shot on 2K is a A++. Buddy Clay has 7 points.
Yeah, and that's where he makes his bread and butter is those short dump off close shots.
Carmi at the other end. Mitchell Edwards tries to draw a foul, can't get it. And the missed shot, Eagles come the other way. 31-19, Vienna turns it back over, and a foul going to be called. Or no, they call Edwards for the carry. And both teams really trying to go too fast.
Yeah, both teams turning the ball over. Going up one end, turnover, back to the other end, turnover.
45 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Vienna with the ball in a 12-point lead. They lob it in. Gavin Holloman tips it, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holloman. It will stay with Vienna. 44.3 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Vienna with a 12-point lead, 31-19. Vaughn into the front court, goes to his left. Charlie King has it. Baseline drive against Driscoll. His floater, no good. Somehow got his own rebound and puts it back up, and he draws a foul. And again, the offensive rebounds. You cannot give them up. So first foul against Edwards. Sixth foul against Carmi. That will send Charlie King to the free throw line for 2. King with 5 points. And make it 6 as he hits the first free throw. Carmi got as close as 8 in this quarter. It was 25-17. But it just seems like, Travis, it's a case of 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah, Carmi's making runs, and then they get it going down, going good, and then it's turnover. Missed box out, offensive rebound, and then you foul him, put him to the free throw line.
King able to go 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's got 7. And the Vienna lead up to 14, 33-19 with 32 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Bryce Connor with the basketball. He'll walk it across the timeline. Crossover, goes to his left, puts up a shot in the lane, can't bank it in. Rebound tipped by King and grabbed by Vaughn. The Eagles will hold the ball for 1 shot with 16 seconds to go. 33-19 Vienna. Vaughn, left corner goes to Nichols, back to Vaughn. Guard there by Gavin Holloman. Vaughn dribbles to his right. Crossover. Thought about pulling up for 3. Over to Winter on the right side. 3 seconds. King has it. King picks up his dribble, fades away, and misses at the buzzer. And the first half, a nightmare first half for Carmi, comes to an end as Vienna with the lead, 33-19 as we go to the break. Bulldogs in trouble, but lots of basketball left to play. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back with the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
ProArc Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. ProArc Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. ProArc Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on ProArc Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember ProArc Transport for fast, dependable service. Call ProArc Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production. Reach out to us to see how we can create something amazing together, all within your budget. Evil Eye Creative Studio. What can we create with you?
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects. Electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love. From treating all aspects of heart health, diagnosis, treatment, and management of your heart condition to an orthopedic team ready to restore your quality of life by improving your mobility, flexibility, endurance, and strength. Call Wabash General Hospital today, 618-262-8621. Wabash General Hospital, committed to combining passion and knowledge to heal. Visit wabashgeneral.com for more information.
Halftime here in Harrisburg. Vienna all over Carmi, 33-19 at the break, as the Bulldogs, a nightmare first half. Had a hard time shooting the basketball, had a hard time getting rebounds and getting stops, and a great first half for Vienna. The halftime show is brought to you by the Jordan Funeral Group. Remembering lives well lived and honoring the tradition of Bulldog athletics, visit jordanfuneralgroup.com for more. Well, Travis, I mean, there's really no way to put it, just kind of all Vienna there in the first half. You know, Carmi played a little bit better there in the second quarter, you know, hit some shots, played better on defense, but against this team, you've got to take advantage of opportunities you get. Whether it's, you know, an open layup down low, Carmi missed a lot of shots right at the rim, and you can't allow offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and they got to play through the contact. I feel in that first half, especially during that second quarter when they get inside and get up there, they were looking for the contact. They were looking to draw a foul. And at this point in the season, when it's regional time, unless it's blatantly obvious, most of the time they're just going to let it play because they don't want to, you know, insert themselves into the game. They're going to let a lot of stuff go, a lot of ticky-tack stuff here and there go. and even some that, normally on a regular season game they might call a foul there. They're not going to call a foul in a regional game because they don't want to affect the game like that in terms of the referees. So Carmi's just got to look to score the basketball. They don't look for the contact. Don't think, oh, here comes somebody. I'm going to lean in right like this and then flip up a shot and hope to draw a foul and go to the free throw line. Carmi did a better job at taking care of the ball in that second quarter. And still at times they were having trouble with that when Vienna went to that 2-3 kind of zone trap defense. And they just got to do a better job at not trying to look for the foul and getting things going on the interior. I mean, they were looking to get inside and shoot a lot and get in there and try to power through and draw some contact. But they got to do a better job at converting when you get in there. And the three-point ball is gonna start falling eventually. I mean, they started out not shooting well, 0 of 6, but they're gonna find it out. They got too good of shooters not to, but they really got to establish that inside if they want to open up that outside game.
Scoring-wise, here in the first half for Vienna, they were led by Owen Treat, who had only 10 points, 12 points from Buddy Clay, 7 points from Buddy Clay, 7 from Charlie King, 6 points from Nichols, 3 points from Holhubner. And that was the scoring wrap for Vienna in the first half. For Carmi, 9 points from Mitchell Edwards, 8 points from Bryce Connor, and 2 points from Tyler Gomat. That's it. Travis, team stats?
Carmi shot 5 of 24 for 21% from the field in that first half, 0 of 6 from deep, and 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Vienna shot 12 of 26 for 46%, 4 of 9 from deep for 44%, 5 of 6 for 83% from the line. Carmi had 6 offensive, 8 defensive rebounds with 8 turnovers, and Vienna had 5 offensive, 12 defensive rebounds, and 7 turnovers.
And again, halftime score, Vienna with the lead, 33-19 at the break. And Travis, lots of basketball left, but there's no question if you're Carmi, these next 8 minutes are very important, because if you go into the fourth quarter down by 10, 8 points against this Vienna team, you're in trouble. But you've got to have a great third quarter. And at times this year, Carmi has had struggles in the third quarter. And talking to Vienna's radio guy earlier today, this is the quarter when Vienna makes 10-point leads, 30-point wins. They are a third quarter, second half team. Carmi's got to find a way to prevent that run and stay in the ballgame.
Yeah, they're just going to have to. It's going to have to be on the defensive end. They're going to have to turn up the defensive intensity, look to try to get some turnovers, play defense without fouling. I mean, foul trouble really didn't come into play too much in that first half in terms of Carmi's side, but they just got to turn their defense into offense. Vienna's going to take a lot of quick shots, so you can't allow them to get offensive rebounds. Once they take a 1-2 pass, 3 on a miss, you cannot allow them to get an offensive rebound. You've got to box out and get going the other end. Carmi's got to turn their defense into offense. Get out and run on the fast break.
It's again 33-19, Vienna with the lead. And we are about 2.5 minutes away from the beginning of the second half. And again, the score from the earlier game tonight, Carterville took down El Dorado 58-48 was the final score in that one. So the winner of this game will go on to play Carterville in the regional final tomorrow night. Friday night. Trying to talk to our man Asher to get me a bottle of water there during that last 30 seconds, so a little distracted. But again, halftime score, Carmi down by 14, 33-19. And Travis, it just felt at times there in that first half, especially there in the first quarter, the Bulldogs had a hard time waking up. But I think when they finally got things going, just the shots wouldn't hit. And most importantly, you always say if you want to beat a team, you got to score more points than them. And I think at the bottom end of the day, Carmi just missed too many shots there in the first half.
Yeah, they missed a lot of easy bunnies around the bucket, and I think I told you like I told you a minute ago, I think they were looking to draw fouls. I think they were looking to get to the free throw line. Carmi shot 9 of 9, so they when they're getting to that free throw line, they're converting on their attempts. It's just I think they're looking to draw contact instead of looking to finish the play and finish through the contact when it comes. I think they're looking to draw, and they're starting to lean more in, one-legged runners, and I think that's what the problem is around the bucket. And then the three-point ball, it's going to fall. This team has too good of shooters for them not to make any. They'll make a couple here in the third and fourth quarters coming up in the second half. So, again, they got to convert on the inside and use that size advantage to their advantage.
So if you're Kevin Wolf, I mean, what do you really portray to your team? Because I think most importantly, it's about the mental, the mental aspect. You can't have the mindset this game is over, but at the same time, you've still got to do the right things, and you've got to play a heck of a game here in the second half. But kind of what you preach to your team down by 14 here in a regional.
You got to preach defense. You got to preach intensity. You got to lock in here. You know, you got to be, not say desperation, but a little more on edge. Like, this could be it. This could be it. And get that mentality going, not thinking, oh no, this is it, we're going to lose. But this is it. We got to go. We got to go. This is our last half of basketball this year, possibly. We got to go all out right now, and channel it in on the defensive end, and get some turnovers, force some missed shots, and get out and run. And I think that's the problem. Carmi has not gotten really a chance to get out and run on the fast break, and that's when they're at their best. We've seen over the last 3 games, whether it be the AJ game, the Fairfield game, or the Lawrenceville game. When Carmi's out in the break, getting the ball moving, passing it, and not doing a lot of thinking, a lot of dribbling, and a lot of stagnant offense, when they're getting out and moving, getting running, that's when they're at their best. And I know that's when the Vienna team's at their best, but Carmi's got to stick to their strengths and get out and run.
I want to say a big thank you to Asher Penrod, who just sprinted to the concession stand and got me a bottle of water so I don't dehydrate before this game is over. So, Asher, I appreciate you. All right, so we're about ready for the second half of action, as it will be Vienna ball. Both teams will switch ends, and hopefully that might help out Carmi shooting to this left basket here in the second half. This has been the Jordan Funeral Group halftime show. Owen Treat has the basketball at the top of the key, goes left side to Charlie King. King looks over the defense, now comes near side to Treat. Back left side to go to Vaughn. Now it's King, far left top, guarded by Connor. Back near side, Treat over on the right top. This is Vaughn with it. King at the free throw line, goes inside, nice dump off pass. That is a layup from Dayton Nichols, who's got 8 points. And a nice start to the second half for Vienna, 35-19 Eagles lead. Gavin Holloman across the timeline. Holloman goes back to his left. Now back over to his right in the far corner, goes to Edwards. Mitchell looks back over to Holloman, top of the circle to Gomat. Gomat in the near corner to Bryce Connor. Connor back to Gomat in the post. He's going to go one dribble, goes up, missed the shot, can't get his own rebound, and it's grabbed by Owen Treat. As Gomat almost stole the pass at midcourt, and it goes out of bounds. You know, Travis, a lot of times this year, Carmi has either A, made that shot, or B, gotten a foul when they try to go in the post quickly, and Vienna's doing a really good job at defending the rim.
Yeah, they're putting their hands straight up and making Carmi shoot over the top, and Carmi just hasn't happened to convert.
1 minute gone here in the third quarter. 35-19. Holhubner, top of the circle to Treat. He'll dribble over to his right side, pick and pop. Holhubner, shot fake, puts it on the floor, dumps it off down low to Nichols, who lays it up and in again. 4 straight points for Nichols to start the second half, and the Vienna lead is up to 18, 37-19. Goman on the right top. Now comes near side to Gavin Holloman. 6.5 to play here in the third quarter. 37-19 Vienna. Connor to Gomat. Now in the far corner goes to Holloman. Holloman with a crossover. Bounce pass left side to Edwards. Now left top it goes to Driscoll. Driscoll puts on the floor. Wants to get inside. Euro step. Layup good for Landon Driscoll. First basket for Landon. First basket for Carmi here in the second half. Makes it 37-21, back to a 16-point game, and Carmi has gone to that 1-3-1 zone, and a three-point shot in the corner is no good. Connor grabs the rebound. Kind of a risky decision there as Connor then throws it away, trying to go to Edwards at midcourt. 37-21 Vienna. Charlie King here in the near corner, puts on the floor and drives, and he hits the shot. King with 9. 39-21 Vienna. Gavin Holloman into the front court over on the right side to Driscoll. Nearly turned it over. Driscoll puts on the floor now on the right top. Left side they go to Edwards. Near corner it's Holloman. Catch and shoot 3 on the way. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Carmi. And the more time it ticks off this third quarter clock, the more it's just not looking good for Carmi. 39-21. 5:23 to play here in the third. Holhubner over on the right top. Carmi stays in that 1-3-1. They go in the corner now. It's down low to Nichols, who's got 3 layups here in the third quarter. Timeout, Kevin Wolf. Vienna's lead is up to 20. 41-21. 5:14 to play here in the third. It's a full timeout brought to you by Carmi Lumber. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute.
your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi, your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit, to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
5:14 to play here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs trail by 20. 41-21 the score, as Vienna has started off this third quarter a lot like they did in the first quarter. Nice little run here against Carmi. An 8-2 run to be exact to start the third quarter. Gavin Holloman into the front court, gets double teamed. Now we're on the far side. It goes to Bryce Connor. Connor looks, top of the circle, Gomat. He'll come near side to Holloman. He catches it. Gets past his defender. Now in the near corner it goes to Connor, who drives, got hit, no foul. Loose rebound out to Vaughn. Eagles on the run once again. Vaughn, left side to Charlie King. He picks it up. Doesn't like what he sees, goes back to Vaughn between the circles. Now near side Treat, near corner. Holhubner three, short, and an offensive rebound, but Nichols throws it away. 4:42 to play here in the third quarter. 41-21 Vienna. Carmi is running out of time. Gavin Holloman gets it across the timeline, guarded by Vaughn. Going to his left, trying to pick it up, but foul's going to be called against Vaughn as Gavin wanted to jump and make a backdoor cut to Bryce Connor. But a foul goes against Vaughn. First foul called in this half, first against Vaughn. 20-point Vienna lead, 4:35 to go here in the third. Gomat gets the inbounds pass, nice backdoor cut by Gavin Holloman. He hit the shot and he was fouled. So Gavin Holloman gets his first basket, and the foul going to be against Vaughn. He picks up back-to-back fouls, and Holloman a chance for a three-point play.
Good backdoor cut there by Gavin. Saw that two guys were on Bryce, and Gomer saw him over the top and threw a perfect pass. Right on time, right on target.
And the free throw for Holloman is short. Connor got the offensive rebound. Then he lost it as Holhubner takes it away. Bryce never really had possession of it. And so Vienna comes the other way, 41-23. Pass up top to Holhubner in the near corner. Vaughn catch and shoot three is short. And Gavin Holloman the rebound. Bulldogs come the other way with numbers. Holloman got poked from behind and stolen by Vaughn. And then the other end, Bryce Connor steals it right back. Into the front court comes Connor. Now in the post to Gomat. Over on the right side, Edwards who lays it in. Carmi able to turn defense into offense. Back to a 16-point game, 41-25. Top of the circle, it's Vaughn. Hands it off near side to King. King guarded by Bryce Connor. King looks, cutting his treat, picks up his dribble, now fades away and hits. Can't keep him quiet for too long. Owen Treat's got 12, 43-25. Holloman over on the right top, trying to get past Vaughn. Now on the right side it goes to Gomat. Gomat dribbling to his left, crossover. Now in the far corner, Driscoll. He puts it on the floor. Driscoll gets inside, shot blocked by Holhubner. And Vienna coming the other way once again. Treat in the far corner goes to King. Back up top to Treat, and the near side to Caden Vaughn. If I'm not mistaken, Travis, Carmi has not made a three-point shot in this game.
Has not. It has not only attempted one in this half, yeah.
On the right side, Owen Treat. He dribbles to his left, now picks up his dribble. Goes on the right side to Charlie King. Top of the circle, Nichols. Nichols puts on the floor. Back to King over on the right top. Guarded by Bryce Connor. Between the circles, Caden Vaughn. Near on the near side, Holhubner in the post. They go to Owen Treat. Dumps it off. Wide open. Nichols has snuck behind the defense 4 times here in the second half. 14 points for Dayton Nichols, leading scorer tonight. We thought it'd be Owen Treat or Charlie King. Bryce Connor in the near corner. He puts on the floor. Now up top to Driscoll. Back to a 20-point Vienna lead, 45-25. Backdoor cut. Connor has it down low. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound grabbed by Charlie King. And Owen Treat will be fouled by Tyler Gomat near midcourt. That will be the third foul on Gomat. Trey Dixon will check in for Gomat. Correction, he'll get Gavin Holloman. Buddy Clay back in for Vienna. 45-25, Vienna with the lead, 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. Vienna has led the entirety of this game, and they've led by as much as this lead right now, 20. They go to Nichols at the free throw line, and they're going to call a foul on Tyler Gomat, that's his fourth.
He's going to have to go sit down for a while.
And so Gavin Holloman, who just came out of the game, will have to come right back in, and you hate that for Gomat on what could be his last game, and he thought he had got the jump ball call there, but they called up the foul on him anyway. So that's his fourth. He's going to sit for a while as they inbound it to Treat. His shot no good, and we're going to get a loose ball foul against Vienna on the rebound as Buddy Clay pushed off. Third foul on Clay. Third foul on Vienna in this half. 2:02 to play here in the third quarter. 45-25, Vienna with the lead. Inbounds pass goes to Bryce Connor. Bryce walks it across the timeline. Over on the right side, top of the circle, Gavin Holloman. Holloman bounce pass near side to Dixon. Top of the circle to Driscoll. Lobs it down low, third over the head of Connor, out of bounds. 1:47 left to play here in the third quarter. All Vienna. Eagles lead 45-25.
We talked about how Carmi has that advantage on the interior, and it seems like Vienna has the advantage. They haven't made a three this half, but they've made 6 two-point field goals.
They go inside to Clay. That shot might have been blocked a little bit by Edwards as it was missed, and Trey Dixon grabbed the rebound. Holloman up ahead to Dixon, and Dixon gets into the front court over on the right side to Bryce Connor. Connor puts on the floor, now pulls up for three on the right wing off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound by Driscoll. He'll go back up and lay it in. Driscoll's got 4, all coming here in the third quarter. Makes it 45-27, 1:06 to play here in the third quarter. Vienna with the lead. Vaughn between the circles, now on the right top it goes to Owen Treat. Down the post to Buddy Clay. Catches, turns, and lays it in. Buddy Clay with 9. Vienna back up by 20, 47-27. Connor, left side, dumps it off to Driscoll. Driscoll now puts on the floor. Over on the right side to Edwards. Now in the far corner it goes to Gavin Holloman. He'll drive baseline. Holloman's layup blocked, out of bounds. They're going to call a foul, though. I believe that's going to be against, is that Buddy Clay that picked that one up? No, they're going to say it was against Owen Treat. That is just his first foul. Fourth foul against Vienna in this half, and so Gavin Holloman will go to the free throw line for 2. And he hits the first. 3 points for Gavin. So Charlie King will check back in for Vienna, as well as Tommy Holhubner. Holloman's second free throw on the way, got them both. Gavin's got 4, makes it 47-29 with 35 seconds to play here in the third. Constante into the front court to Owen Treat, the top of the key. Treat dribbles to his right, guarded by Driscoll. With the right hand, picks it up, now goes cross court. Constante pulls up for 3, short, rebound grab by Connor. 21 seconds. Connor in the front court, 3-on-1. Bounce pass went to Driscoll, but it was knocked away by Treat, out of bounds. Carmi will keep it with 17 seconds to play here in the third. 47-29. Edwards to inbound, gets it into Connor. Now it's Holloman left top in the corner. Edwards catch and shoot 3, missed it. Holloman couldn't get the rebound, but Driscoll does. He'll put it back up and in. Driscoll with 6. 47-30, final 5 seconds. Treat comes near side to King. 1 second, King fires and misses to end the third quarter. Vienna leads by 16 as we go to the fourth quarter. 47-31 here in Harrisburg. Back in 1 minute on 97.3 WRUL.
In today's environment, being able to do all of your banking from home is not only convenient, but a necessity. People's National Bank makes it easy for you to do your banking without actually going to the bank. From online banking, mobile banking, free mobile deposit to transferring funds and paying bills, it's easy and convenient for you to do your banking all from your mobile phone or computer. Get started by going to peoplesnationalbank.com to sign up for online banking today. People's National Bank, making it easy to bank from anywhere. Member FDIC.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Start of the fourth quarter, Vienna leads by 16, 47-31. Bulldogs do have the basketball. They've got a big deficit and very little time to cut it out. Gavin Holloman across the timeline, picks up his dribble, wants to get over to Edwards. He does on left top. Now it's back to Holloman, who drives to the right side. Top of the circle, Edwards gets open now. He wants to drive inside. Now in the near corner goes to Driscoll. Driscoll with a jab step. And now pulls it back out near midcourt. Bulldogs will reset the offense. 20 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. 47-31 Vienna. Gomat back in the ball game. Left top, drives in the near corner. Driscoll catch and shoot three. Got it. First made three-pointer. First made three of the night for Carmi. Bulldogs back within 13. 47-34. Constante off to Clay down low and one. And if that's on Gomat, he's done. They call it on Edwards. So Clay, who's got 11 points, and Kevin Wolf will take a timeout. It's brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Take time out of that to-do list, and before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Back in 1 minute.
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
Things come and go. Trends, fads, rolled jeans, leg warmers, big hairdos. Some things stand the test of time. However, here at the Jordan Funeral Group, we intend to be here for you for the long haul. So whether you need pre-planning services, personalized services, or just need more information, count on us at Campbell Funeral Home and Stendeback Funeral Home. Call 618-382-5222 or visit us at jordanfuneralgroup.com. Family owned and operated since 1954.
So Buddy Clay will shoot a free throw, and he hits it to convert the three-point play. Buddy Clay's got 12 points off the bench for Vienna, and the Eagle lead back up to 16, 50-34, with 7:14 to play here in the ball game. Bryce Connor left top, goes down low to Tyler Gomat. He'll catch it, go up and score. So Gomat puts that in. That's his first basket of the game. He hit 2 free throws in the first quarter, so he's got 4 points, 50-36. 6:58 to play as Owen Treat drives inside, missed the rebound, or missed the shot. Rebound by Edwards, up ahead to Driscoll on the left top. Driscoll with a crossover, goes back near midcourt. Bulldogs will reset the offense. They got to score a lot of points in a little amount of time, down by 14. Connor drives baseline, and one for Bryce Connor. The senior not wanting this to be his last game. Chance for a three-point play.
And that's a good start right there. Getting to the basket, taking Buddy Clay off the dribble, knowing he has that speed, the quickness advantage, and going right around him.
So Buddy Clay will come out of the game as that was his 4th foul. And Buddy Clay just got 12 points. Second leading scorer on the team for Vienna. 50-38, Bulldogs back within 12, 6:41 to play. Still lots of time as Connor hits the free throw. Lots of time, but you got to get stops. You know Vienna's going to want to kill some clock here in the fourth quarter. They lead by 11, 50-39. Treat on the right elbow. Guarded by Driscoll, hands it off to King, driving in. King pulls up from the free throw line, missed it. Rebound Holloman. Big possession here for Carmi. Edwards into the front court, over on the right side to Gomat. Gomat drives inside, dumps it off to Edwards down low. Edwards goes up, no foul call. 3 defenders down there. You know, that was Edwards' idea, was to try to draw a foul. Carmi has not gotten that call all night long. 50-39, 6:05 to play. Vaughn over on the left side to Treat. Treat looks, guarded by Driscoll. In the far corner goes to King. King wants to go baseline, and they're going to call a hand check against Bryce Connor. 5:57 to play here in the ball game.
What's Landon Driscoll doing down here?
Driscoll was confused. He thought Carmi had the ball, and he left Treat wide open, and he lays it in. What in the world?
I think he thought he stepped out of bounds and thought it was a turnover, or they were shooting free throws.
So lead back to 13 as Treat hit a layup like it was practice. 50-39. Driscoll in the near corner. Now in the post they go to Gomat. Gomat goes up and scores. Gets those 2 points back. Gomat was 6. The lead is 11 for Vienna, 52-41. And an offensive foul going to be called as Gomat takes a charge. First time we've heard that called tonight. So Nichols was the one that committed the foul. That's his second. So again, a big possession here for Carmi. 5:23 to play here in the ball game, and they trail by 11. Up ahead to Connor, 2-on-1. Connor to the basket. Randy throws it down. Carmi right back in it, down by 9. 52-43, 5:12 to play. Got to get some stops. Treat, left top, goes in the far corner to Vaughn. Vaughn dribbles it back, and here's where we're going to start to see Vienna wanting to kill some clock, and Charlie King will draw the foul. As he waited for a while in the air to get Driscoll up in the air, and Driscoll commits the foul.
Yeah, they're going to call that every time when you go to wind up like that for a block shot.
5 minutes exactly to go. 52-43. 2 free throws coming up for Charlie King. First free throw on the way. Missed it. A rare miss. Tell you what, Charlie King has the longest free throw routine, I think, in Southern Illinois.
Yeah,
Let's count.
You time it with a calendar,
1,
not a clock.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds in his free throw routine, and for that, he'll miss them both. Big possession here for Carmi, down by 9, under 5 to play. Driscoll into the front court. Picks up his dribble near midcourt, trying to get rid of it. Now goes to Gomat, back over to Driscoll near midcourt. Nichols right on him. Driscoll drives inside, and a foul is going to be called on the drive by Driscoll. That's going to be foul number 7 against Vienna, so Carmi will shoot free throws. With 4:41 to play. Carmi has looked the most alive they've looked all night here in the fourth quarter. So Driscoll will shoot 2. Or correction, a 1-and-1 here for Driscoll. First free throw on the way. Almost banked it in. Rebound out of bounds. Carmi touched it last. So the ball goes back over to Vienna. Missed opportunities, Travis.
Yeah, you gotta convert their free throws. They're called free throws for a reason.
4:38 to play. 52-43. Carmi has got back within 9. The shortest deficit here in the second half. Owen Treat between the circles, and again, Vienna will look to kill some more clock. Treat, guarded by Driscoll, puts it on the floor with the right hand, drives inside, near corner, it goes to King. Switched on now, guarded by Edwards, picks up his dribble near midcourt. King gets rid of it, now to Treat, down to 4:15 to play. Treat driving inside, stops, fades away, and they just got Gomat with his 5th. It's the second straight possession that Vienna just kind of drives in a million miles an hour, stops right inside the free throw line, trying to draw a foul, and Tyler Gomat is fouled out. And it might just be the last time you see Gomat in a Bulldog uniform as he walks off the floor for what could be the last time. And a nice round of applause from the Bulldog faithful. So Gomat ends his night with 6 points. And so 2 free throws coming up here for Owen Treat. Well, Treat takes his time as well. And his first free throw is good. Hit every part of the rim, then rolled in. Treat's got 15. Vienna lead back to 10, 53-43, 4:09 to go.
We're going to put him on the counter when he gets the ball here?
I am. Well, here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 second free throw routine, and Treat goes 2 for 2. Well, good thing the clock is not running. 4:09 to play in the ball game. Bulldogs trail by 11, 54-43. Holloman left side to Connor. Connor looks off to Dixon at the top of the key. Now right side Driscoll. Top of the key, Holloman catch and shoot. 3! Couldn't get it. Edwards got the offensive rebound. He goes up, can't hit it. Loose rebound, and it's King who comes up with it, and he's fouled. Carmi, 2 opportunities, and they come up empty-handed once again. You know, they're in the first half. Travis Carmi, it was kind of turnovers was hurting them, but, man, missed opportunities on the offensive end here in the second half is just killing this comeback opportunity for Carmi.
Yeah, that's just the nail in the coffin. Carmi's got within 9 and just have missed some good opportunities, you know, from distance also at the rim.
First free throw for King. It's a 1-and-1, and he hits it. So both teams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. And what was down to a 9-point game is now back up to a 12-point game, 55-43 with 3:49 to play. First free throw for Charlie King. Or correction, second free throw is good. He hits them both. King's got 11. 56-43. Carmi in desperation mode with 3:45 to play. Holloman into the front court, picks up his dribble. Goes left top to Bryce Connor. Connor looks, now puts it on the floor, trying to get past his defender, and Holhubner took it away. Up to Treat, up to Nichols, who lays it in. And just like that, a 9-point Vienna lead has jumped up to a 15-point Vienna lead, 58-43. Holloman over on the right side to Driscoll. Thought about a 3. Hands it off to Connor on the right top. Connor gets inside, goes to the basket, lays it in, and 1 for Bryce Connor with 3:14 to go. And again, Travis, sound like a broken record, but it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back for Carmi.
Whether it be turnovers, offensive rebounds, or just fouling, Carmi has put themselves in, you know, this position they're in right now.
Connor's and 1 free throw is up and good. So give Bryce 16 points tonight. And what could be his last game. Final 3:08 to play. Bulldogs trail by 12, 58-46. Treat, the top of the key, guarded by Edwards. Carmi's got to think about fouling at some point. Hugh Hubner down low, fades away and banks it in. Tommy Holhubner's got 5. Makes it 60-46, 14-point lead. Edwards goes inside, turns it over, and the pass intended for Holhubner was poked away by Driscoll. Out of bounds, would have saved an open layup. 2:46 to go. 60-46. Treat to inbound, and he will call a timeout. Final 2:46. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 30 seconds.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's Luke Saylor with First Bank. First Bank is a proud supporter of Bulldog athletics and the community at large. For over 125 years, First Bank has been there for you then, now, and are well positioned to continue serving you well into the future as we invest in our community. To show another way we are caring for Carmi, First Bank will donate $3 back to the Carmi school system for every Bulldog three-pointer this season. Together, we look forward to making great things happen for you, your business, and our community.
Housing lender, member FDIC.
2:46 to play here in the ball game. Carmi trailed by 9 just a few minutes ago, but that lead for Vienna is now up to 14 after a couple of Carmi turnovers and missed shots and some Vienna free throws. Now if you're Carmi, you probably need to start fouling at some point. All fouls from this point on will mean free throws for both sides. 8 fouls against Vienna, 7 against Carmi. Vaughn into the front court, guarded by Holloman. Now it's Treat. Left top to Nichols, down the post to King, and they'll kick it out. Look to kill some more clock with just 2:34 to go. Treat almost lost it. Driscoll falls on the floor. Loose ball. They'll get Driscoll for a foul. And, you know, they call the foul because he dove on the floor to get the loose ball and it tripped Treat. And we've talked about that foul all year long, Travis. You hate that foul because, you know, you want to see your kids dive on the floor and hustle for a loose ball.
You want to see the hustle for the loose ball,
yeah.
and that just penalizes for giving that extra effort, sacrificing your body for your team.
So Driscoll picks up his 4th, and that will send Owen Treat to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Treat's got 16 points. Him and Nichols leading scorers for the Eagles. First of a 1-and-1 here for Treat on the way. Got it. Treat was 17.
I think he did a little quicker free throw routine right there.
I think you heard me counting.
Yeah.
I think you heard me counting his free throw routine. 2:30 left to play. 61-46 Vienna. Treat will shoot one more eventually.
Yeah, it'll be March before he shoots this.
And he hits that one. Treat's got 18. 62-46. Connor into the front court. He'll go to the basket. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Holhubner. Carmi just again cannot get shots to fall as they go down low to Nichols. He'll be fouled by Edwards, and Nichols will go to the free throw line. 4-2. Man, Nichols tonight has scored 16 points, and I think at least 12 of those have gone just from getting behind the defense.
Mm-hmm. He had that first layup right off the tip, and then he's just sat back behind the defense. And those guys like Charlie King and Owen Treat have just found him on the backside there, and he's just been making a killing off just, you know, practice layups, mic and drill stuff.
You know, you give so much attention to Owen Treat, Charlie King, it's going to leave other guys open. As Nichols hit the first free throw, he's got 17. And make it 18 as he goes 2 for 2. Him and Treat leading scorers in the game. Bryce Connor with 16, leading scorer for Carmi. 2:15 to go in Carmi's season. Vienna leads by 18, and Connor turns it away up to Holhubner, and he will lay it in. Holhubner with 7 points. Edwards to the basket. He'll draw a foul, and Mitchell Edwards to the free throw line. Well, it was 45-37. At one point earlier, I think with about 6 minutes to go. And since then, I mean, Vienna just has pulled away, and they're a great second half team as the free throw was missed by Edwards. And Vienna comes the other way, 66-46, final 2 minutes to play. Holhubner top of the key, and Vienna will look to kill some more clock. Looks like the Eagles will play Carterville on Friday, and why not 2 more points for Dayton Nichols, who again left wide open behind the defense. He's got 20 points. Vienna leads by 22. Carmi turns it over again, up ahead to Charlie King, who lays it in. And the floodgates have opened up. Timeout, Kevin Wolf. Vienna leads at 70-46. Just 90 seconds to go in Carmi's season. We'll take a 30-second break. Right to this on 97.3 WRUL.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they need collision repair.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop work hard to get your car back to you as soon as possible.
They understand how busy you are.
They also understand that sometimes life happens.
And if you find yourself in an accident,
remember, when it does, there's only one place to go.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi, way out there on Possum Road.
Final 1:29 left to play here in Carmi's season as Vienna has opened the floodgates here in the fourth quarter as what was a 9-point game about 5 minutes ago. Game time has turned into a 24-point Vienna lead. The Eagles have emptied their bench. Carmi has put Tanner Spence in the ball game, as Kevin Wolf will soon do the same. Driscoll to Bryce Connor over on the right side. Connor drives into the basket, and Connor missed the shot. He'll go to the free throw line, and what's going to be the final game of Bryce Connor's career. And we talked throughout the year, Travis, this is the first time that Bryce has gotten to play a full season, and he's made the most of it, no question about that.
Yeah, you just seen him, how he's gotten better and better and better. Early on in the year, he was playing more on the perimeter, but then, that middle point of the year, he really just started using that size of his and going inside and just beating on people, and he's had a bunch of big explosion scoring games, rebound the ball well, and played great defense on some of the best players in Southern Illinois. So he's proven why he is who he is, and hopefully will continue his basketball career at the next level.
He'll come out of the ball game as Mason Haywood checks in, and you see him and Kevin Wolf with a big hug, and Bryce Connor, and you tip your cap. What a season and what a career it's been for that kid. And looking at his mom over across the way, sitting front row, wiping the tears. You just hate to see his career and this season come to an end. Final minute to play. Vienna leads at 70-47. Bryce did make that last free throw. He's going to end the season and end his career with a 17-point outing tonight. Final 50 seconds as Winter Road will lose it in the corner. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Vienna. Ball goes back over to Carmi, and Cade Stockton and Braden Smith will check in for Landon Driscoll and Mitchell Edwards. Those two will be back next season. Carmi is going to bring a lot back in the 23-24 season. Of course, you lose Gomad and Connor, but Mitchell Edwards, Gavin Holloman, Trey Dixon, they'll all be back in the maroon and white next winter. Final 35 seconds, 70-47. Cade Stockton pulls up from the free throw line. That shot no good, and the rebound grabbed for Vienna. Eagles come the other way. They might just run this one out here for the final 22 seconds. So the Eagles will meet Carterville on Friday night in the regional championship game here in Harrisburg, as Winterrod pulls up for three and missed it. Ball goes out of bounds with 13 seconds. Bulldogs with 26 wins, ties the second most in school history. They won the BDC, they won the CIT, but just couldn't get past one of the toughest regionals in all of Illinois. As final score, Vienna wins it 70-47. And Carmi-White County has their season come to an end to a very talented 29-win Vienna team. Final score, Eagles 70, Bulldogs 47. Vienna will face Carterville on Friday for the regional title. You just hate to see such a magical and fun season for Carmi come to an end like this. But as they say, Travis, all good things come to an end.
Yeah, there's only one team in 2A that's going to be, well, two teams in 2A that can go out on a win, that being the state champion and, the third place finisher. But it was a great season by Carmi, outstanding, won the CIT, did really well in the DuQuoin tournament, and it's just unfortunate that they got placed in such a powerhouse of a subsectional and regional.
In final score, Vienna wins at 70-47. Not sure if we'll chat with Kevin Wolf when this one's said and done. But in the meantime, we'll step aside for a 3-minute break and come back with the Rural Transport Postgame Show right here on 97.3 WRUL.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmi. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmi and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmi, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in El Dorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
Carmi has their season come to an end with a 70-47 loss against the Vienna Eagles here in the Harrisburg 2A regional semifinal. Bulldogs end the season with a record of 26-6 as Vienna improves to 29-3 on the year. They will face Carterville on Friday in the regional championship. The postgame show is delivered by Rowart Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 265-3665 for more. Not sure if we're going to have Kevin Wolf come up here for the post game, and I can imagine, Travis, it's probably an emotional locker room right now for Carmi, and you know, they put in a fight there in the fourth quarter, got back within 9 points. They were right there in it. With how bad things were in the first 3 quarters, they really they fall away to the end, but it's just such a good Vienna team, and you can only give them so many opportunities.
Yeah, and we talked about it. In the regional basketball play, you cannot have a bad quarter, a bad half, and especially against a team like Vienna. Carmi scratched and clawed to get to that 8 to 9 point deficit there, and you thought, okay, here we go. They got something going. They cut that lead from about 17 to 18 down to 13 to 8 or 9, and then you're like, okay, here we go. And then a couple miscues here and there, a couple bad passes, and a couple turnovers, and then a couple just missing assignments there. I mean, Dayton Nichols, he had 18 points, and all of them came off layups besides 2 free throws, and it was just he was sneaking behind the defense and just really forcing Carmi to do something else, and they never really did. They were so focused in on Owen Treat and Charlie King, and the thing about those 2 guys is they can get you 30, but Owen Treat's averaging 7 assists per game, and Charlie King's a willing passer, so if they see somebody open, they're just going to feed them in that back door, and Carmi just could not figure out a defense to how to stop that entire Vienna offense. They were so focused in on those 2 big guns that they let the supporting cast truly beat them.
Real quick, Travis, before Kevin Wolf makes his way up here, what are the team stats from tonight?
Carmi shot 16 of 47 for 34%, 1 of 11 from 3 for 9%, 14 of 18 for 78% from the line. Vienna shot 26 of 50 for 52%, 4 of 14 for 29% from 3, 14 of 17 for 82% from the free throw line. And Carmi had 10 offensive rebounds, 15 defensive rebounds, and 16 turnovers. And Vienna had 6 offensive, 21 defensive rebounds with 11 turnovers.
Travis, I'll have you toss off your headset and slide out as we got limited space here up here in Harrisburg as Kevin Wolf's making his way up here after Carmi falls to Vienna. Final of 70-46. As we'll let Kevin make his way over here. And Coach, you never want to see your season come to an end, especially one that's been fun and memorable like this, but you got to tip your cap off first to a really good Vienna team, but I thought you guys really fought all the way to the end.
We did. We just didn't come out very well. Hats off to Vienna. They just beat us in every facet. Put that on myself a little bit. Maybe we just weren't ready to go at the start. They really put it to us early. Tried fighting back. Just didn't have enough in the tank.
Yeah, and you kind of knew, obviously, Charlie King, Owen Treat, they're great shooters, but it was kind of, I thought, Dayton Nichols just got behind the defense a couple of times when you guys tried to trap some things, really, and he had 20 points, and that essentially was the difference in the game.
Yeah, and that's what he's done all year. Whenever those guys get going downhill and people have to help, that's when he gets his buckets, and that's as simple as those guys dishing it in, him laying it in. Our whole philosophy defensively was to try to keep them in front of us, keep them out of the paint, make them make tough shots over us, but they're so talented. Their foot speed is so quick. I think we got a little shell-shocked early. Not sure why. We just didn't come out ready to play, and I, like I said, maybe that's on me. Maybe I didn't have them ready to go, but, now when would you be ready to go? This is a regional semifinal game, and we just did not come out with enough energy, with enough juice. We didn't do things right early on. We just did a lot of not so good things that favored Vienna for them to get that big lead. And then with a team like that, with all the talent they have, the shooting, the ability to get to the bucket, how they can guard, just made it tough on us. And we didn't play our best game by any stretch of the imagination, but Vienna probably was the cause of some of that. But just wasn't up to par for us. And hats off to our seniors. They were fighting till the end. Just didn't play well enough across the board. And it's sad because we've had such a good year. Vienna's a great team. Just hate, how it ended, honestly.
Well, and it really just shows the strength of the subsectional and the regional, because if you guys would have won tonight, you would have faced a really good Carterville team on Friday. And you guys won 26 games, but despite that, it just shows kind of the talent of Vienna and just kind of how talented things are here in Southern Illinois.
These subsectionals are an absolute bear, and there is no time to have a 2 or 3 minute lapse. And it's hard we talk all the time. It's 15 to 18-year-old kids. They can be as juiced up and ready to play as they can be, but then, a little 2 minute stretch where we're not completely locked in on what we're supposed to be doing, and they bang 2 threes and get a couple to the bucket a few times, it's a 10-0 run, and you're like, now we're down 10 in a regional semifinal game. You just can't have those lapses if you want to beat really quality teams. I'm not sure what we shot tonight, but we did not shoot the ball well. We were missing stuff early at the rim. Nerves, I don't know what that would attribute to. Just didn't play well enough, but tip your cap to Vienna. A 29-win team now, 29-3. They're very well coached. I thought their coaches kind of lets them play. They run and Treat and King run off a million screens, and if you overhelp, they're great passers to get their guys under the bucket. They shared the ball really well. So I was frustrated with our guys early. We wanted to be the team on offense to make 6, 7, 8 passes and grind it out and get something. That's what they were doing to us. We were the team that was passing one time and then trying to throw something up there. And we just kind of got out of our rhythm, kind of got out what we wanted to do. But tip your cap. Maybe Vienna did all that to us, and it's just a shame because I really thought we'd be in more of a competitive ballgame.
Well, that being over, the season comes to an end, and the careers come to an end of your 3 seniors. We'll start with Tanner. He comes out to play for his senior year, wanted to be a part of the fun, and it has been fun for him this year. He's obviously didn't get the minutes he probably wanted, but he was a good sport about it, got to play there on senior night. Just talk about him.
Without a doubt. Just an outstanding sport, as you would call it. Like we've said before, just came to practice every day, and on some days he was our hardest working kid. Every drill we would do, we talk about senior leadership and everything we do, you need to lead by example. Heck, there were drills that he was going literally harder than anybody on the team. Always had a smile on his face, always willing to guard and practice. On the bench there, just firing up the guys. Just an outstanding human being, honestly, with great character, and I was really happy for him to be a part of this year.
And Tyler Gomat, not going to be a guy that lights up the scoring column,
No.
but he does a lot of things outside of that. We've talked about it all year long, the taking the charges, the getting rebounds and playing defense, and it's hard to replace a guy like that.
Without a doubt. He does. We had our all-conference meeting today, and I'm not sure how the teams did, so we're not supposed to release that till every team's done playing. But, he got so many compliments today on all the little things that he does. He does so many of them for us. The help defense, probably the best help defender that I've coached in my 8 years and was with Eric for 4 years, and just one of the best helpers that we've had and helping other guys. Tonight they made us pay a little bit for it because we went and helped, and they're such a good passing team. But no, just does all the little things so well. 20-some-odd charges. That's the most we've ever had in here in a long time. Loves the game of basketball. Great kid. Always stays after and shoots. Just a great kid and a great player, and has really earned the accolades that he's gotten.
And the last senior, Bryce Connor, I know it means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And this kid, given what he's dealt with last season, it's his first full season of high school basketball, and there's no question that kid made the most of it.
Without a doubt. Whenever he went down last year, it really affected our team a bunch, and he's an outstanding player. He's been DuQuoin Tournament MVP, EHT All-Tourney Team, CIT MVP. I mean, he's had a fantastic year, and you're going to see him get some more awards as we're able to announce them. But no, just he's a horse, man. He's a horse around the bucket. He's done so well for us all year. Him and Tyler, being the starter, have led us on this 26-win journey that we've been on, and it's been a wild ride. We've had some big-time wins. We've had a lot of fun this year. Me as a coach, I just feel bad that maybe I didn't have these guys prepared enough tonight, but and that's, I'm putting that on me. But going back to Bryce, just without a doubt, he made such a difference for our team this year, and just fun to be around. He's another guy that likes to play ball. I love guys that just want to hoop, want to play ball, want to compete, and play in the off season. It's just not we're playing during basketball season. Plays year round. Even though he's playing some other things, he played tennis in the spring. You just like guys who like to play and like to play multiple sports and just enjoy competing, enjoying being with the guys, and just enjoy playing high school basketball. And Tanner, what he did this year shows that he really likes doing that, and especially Gomat and Bryce for what all they've done in Carmi sports. Just great guys to coach and to have in our high school, representing our high school.
Despite losing those three, though, you guys are bringing back a lot next year. Of course, Gavin and Mitchell being two sophomores that started, and of course, Landon and guys like Trey Mason off the bench. I mean, you guys, a lot to look forward to next year as well.
The two sophomores in Landon who started for us this year, I kind of told them in there, use this as fuel to the fire. We can't – next year it's that important when we get in these games to understand how every possession is so critical, and we can't have wasted possessions and what that means and how we got to bring our defense from the beginning of games. And then what about next year? We got two spots to fill, and we've got 7-8 guys that could possibly fill them. I mean, so that we should have some great competition this summer and into early practice before we play. Some years, like this year, played 5 guys for the most. Sitting over there, I mean, Trey did a good job in his role coming in this year, but next year, who knows? So I'm really excited for the summer of who shows up in the open gyms, who puts the extra time in, who works on their game, just doesn't come in, jack up shots, who works to get a little bit better. And that's what I told them. We could go from a 26-win team, and if guys just go through the motions in the offseason, we don't try to get better, it could be back to 14, 13, 15 wins, because we will have some talent. But if some other guys come along, we can get maybe playing 7-8 guys next year and be able to put a little more pressure on the ball and run a little bit more. It could be another year where we win quite a few games. But that's up to the kids and up to me and Coach Stubblefield and Coach Stenderback, coaching them hard this summer, putting them in the right positions, getting them to buy into what we want to do. But you hate to see a season end, but just my nature, I'm already thinking about what we're going to do that first day of open gym, because I'm just excited about what we have coming back and the competition that we'll have this summer.
26 wins. You guys won the conference, won the CIT. How do we remember this season?
Man, this is a great season. Like I said, right now I'm still sitting up here upset that I didn't have these guys ready to play, but awesome year.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Coach. Congrats on a great season. It's Kevin Wolf. Bulldogs fall tonight to Vienna to have their season come to an end, 70-47. As we'll let Travis put the headset back on. Scoring-wise for Carmi, they were led by Bryce Connor, who had 17 points in his final game, 11 points from Mitchell Edwards, 9 points from Landon Driscoll, 6 points from Tyler Gomat, and 4 points from Gavin Holloman. Travis, he'll know this when he watches the game tonight, but I give Kevin credit. Made the last question without crying.
Mm-hmm. I was very shocked. You can tell he's just visibly upset. Everyone is. It's just kind of disappointing. If you were going to lose, you would have hoped for a really tightly contested ball game, which we thought this game would be, and it just seemed they came out flat, and we've talked about it. You cannot come out flat in a regional game against a 27, now 28 win, or was it 28
now
29 win Vienna basketball team. And they're well coached, and they really played Carmi's game better than Carmi did. They worked the ball inside. They shot only one to two, 3 threes in that second half, and I mean they were really just working the ball inside and beating Carmi at their own game. Really, taking care of that middle, taking the paint points that Carmi normally goes for.
What a season it was for Carmi. They wrap it up 26-6, second most wins in a single season in school history, tying them with that 87 team and, of course, that great 99 team. Won 28 games, but their season comes to an end as well as our season here in the basketball broadcast booth. For those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel as well as listening on the radio, we appreciate everyone who tuned in throughout the season, gave us compliments, and comment on the YouTube channel or Facebook, whatever it was. We greatly appreciate it. It's been a fun season bringing you guys some Bulldog basketball. Big thanks to Haley Winkleman back at the studio, who's helped us all season long, as well as Scott Maring and J.C. Tinsley, Caden Driscoll as well, and Asher Penrod, who's been almost every game with us behind the laptop and the camera, helping everything go smoothly. We know we had some issues throughout the season, but we appreciate everyone who has stuck around and been able to watch the Bulldogs and witness one of the greatest seasons in CWC basketball history. But any last words, Travis, before we hit the road one last time?
It's been a fun ride. Hope we can do it again next year, hope we can win 25, 26 games next year. I mean, that's a tall task to ask, but I mean, it was a great year, and hope everyone enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. We enjoyed, bringing it to you.
It's going to give us a couple of weeks of rest here at WRUL. Then we'll start baseball and softball season, I believe, the second week of March, as we'll begin those games here in a couple of weeks. So it's going to wrap things up for us tonight in Harrisburg. A big thanks to Haley Winkleman back at the WRUL studio, and for Asher Penrod with us, for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Again, the Bulldogs have their season coming to an end, a 70-47 loss against Vienna. They wrap up the year 26-6. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for watching and listening.